Hello, hello, hello. What's up, everyone? Let's see if this is actually working. Alright, can you hear me and see me? Hello! We're having minor technical difficulties, but it seems like maybe things are working now? Oh, alright, well, good to see everyone. Cracky Senior and DC Sports and Ella Monocolo and EQ. How's it going, everyone? Alright, I'm I'm happy to be back. Apparently, this new setup does not like having the countdowns going and all of that stuff because it kept freezing things up. So yeah, we will work on that for next time. So make sure to let me know if the video happens to freeze up. If the video happens to freeze up while we're going, hopefully that's not happening. Jay Zoller, welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Insane Monkey, welcome to the Fishbowl, and thank you for your subscription. Big Scoops cheer for our re-subscribers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Steel Wolf 171, welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you, thank you. So many subs. I go away on vacation and all of a sudden we have subs like crazy. Esco, 4 months in a row. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big Scoops cheers for our new subscribers. So what's up, everyone? I was on vacation last week, came back, decided we were going to try to to switch over to 1080. So switch over to 1080, like basically better high def for the videos, and that seems to be working pretty much okay. Little nervous because this is the first time we've been streaming in 1080, so fingers crossed this goes smoothly. Does this deck not lack the 4 brain in the jar and 4 bet calls? Yes, it is lacking those, but I think that's an okay thing. T-Just240, welcome to the Fishbowl, and also Shadow11591, welcome you as well to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big Scoops cheer for our new subscribers. So the chat is a bit big, is it? Alright, now it should be going to smaller. Wino, Demigods, and Rakdos Aggro. They're just a little bit too expensive, I think, for the mana cost wise. Just a little bit too much for the deck. What's up, Worship Seth? Welcome back. Good to see you, good to see you. So, did everyone have a good pre-release? A good start to E3 Revolt? Deck played last week was the most Durdle deck ever. Watched for 2 hours and never even drew a card. Yeah, that deck was pretty dirtly. I'm here. I'm talking. Yes, this deck is pretty real. So my vacation was nice. It was relaxing. So that was very nice to have a little bit of time off. Opened a Masterpiece Wormcoil Engine from a bundle at 2 a.m., then 11 a.m. Opened Masterpiece Mox Opal in a sealed pool. Wow! 2 Masterpieces and 14 boosters, Cracky Senior. That is pretty insane. Non-budget Rakdos aggro stream in the future. That's a possibility. The good news is we are basically to E3 Revolt. So we got this stream tonight, and this is just kind of a random fun stream. This deck has been doing well on Magic Online. Julian Miles, 2 months in a row. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much. Big Scoops cheer for our new subscriber. Yeah, so Ether Revolt releases finally on Magic Online tomorrow. So for the Thursday stream, I think we're going to play some Ether Revolt action of some kind or another. And then starting next week with Against the Odds and Budget Magic and the stream, we'll be able to start exploring new Ether Revolt decks and cards. So I'm really excited for that. It's like the best time of the year, and this was like the longest gap. The gap between the fall set and the winter set is the biggest gap in the entire Magic calendar. So I'm glad that we finally got through it. And now we have new set now, and then it's right into Modern Masters, and then right into Amonkhet. So we had a lot of fun stuff coming up. So let's talk about this deck, and we'll start playing, and then we can chat about everything as we're going. So tonight we are playing Blue-White Control. This build has been doing some good things lately. It's actually won a few leagues on Magic Online, which is pretty sweet. So we have basically a Blue-White Control shell with Jace and Gideon as kind of our finishers. We have a few creatures. Restoration Angel can blink Snapcasters and Wall of Omens and Kitchen Finks, so we get some resto value. Typical control stuff, Cryptic Command, Sphinx's Revelation, Spreading Seas, and so forth. Spreading Seas is nice, gives us some game against Tron. That's one of the unique things about this build of Blue-White Control, is we actually have an entire playset of Spreading Seas. So it's a cantrip, which is nice, plus it can kind of just fight against Tron, maybe even Mana Screw an opponent in some scenarios. So it's one of our big 2-drops, so we're kind of just trying to stall out. Lee Salt, 4 months in a row. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. And thank you for your subscription. Big Scoops cheer for our re-subscriber. And then, so we're kind of stalling out, playing the control game, a little bit of removal, a few counters, mess with our opponent's mana, and then we take over with Sphinx's Revelation to draw a ton of cards. And then our Planeswalkers, and then kind of our big finisher once we gain control of the game is the Celestial Colonnades. Go Sarah Angel mode for the beatdowns. In the sideboard, we have a few options. So we get more counters in Dispels and Negates, more removal, Blessed Alliance to deal with attacking creatures and condemn, another Wrath, the good white cards and Rest in Peace and Stony Silence. Pretty much if you're playing white, just like slam those in your sideboard because they're so good. And then an Elspeth is an additional finisher. So that's what we're rolling with tonight. Hopefully it it actually works. We have a new subscriber, Scumble to Temptation, 3 months in a row. Welcome to the Fishbowl, and thank you for your subscription. Big Scoops cheer for our re-subscriber. So we're going to play a league and see how we go. Cut at least one league for a Logic Knot. I do like Logic Knot quite a bit, but this isn't my build. This is a build that's been going on Magic Online, so and MWM Deadpool 23, welcome to the Fishbowl, and thank you for your subscription. Big Scoops cheer for our new subscriber. There is not a Scumble emote yet, not that I am aware of. That is one of the suggestions. So, alright, let's get on to our first match. When is our janky Paradox Engine, Cryptolithrites, Lifecrafters Bestiary against the odds deck? Well, that'll definitely at least be on the against the odds poll. If we don't play it someplace else before that. My box was so lucky. Yes, the box we opened was incredibly lucky. Like, it was really, I mean, just essentially as good as it could possibly get. This hand, I don't think we keep a one-lander. Even on the draw, I mean, we could get a redraw at 2, but I think we gotta ship that. We need more than one land. This is a little bit better. Have I tried one land Spy in Pauper? I have not. I've heard of it, but I haven't actually tried it. Path to Exile, we'll put to the bottom for now. Yeah, the green-black deck was definitely one of the breakout decks, I would say, of the SCG Open. Winding Constrictor seemed really insane. What do I think about mechanized production in Standard? So that's at the very top of my list for against the odds cards. But I don't know if it will actually make it in Standard. Chew-ez. Welcome to the Fishbowl, and thank you for your subscription. Big scoops cheer for our new subscriber. Alright, let's crack Flooded Strand. Get a Hallowed Fountain tapped. Just kind of thinning out our deck. Alright, Plain Island, Pestered. Yes, this does look... well, I don't think it's the Healy combo yet. Because the Healy combo isn't actually available on Magic Online. Alright, let's pass the turn. Let me see if I can make the chat a little bigger. Hang on a minute. Alright, Fairies only runs 4 fetches. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is Blue-White Control that we're up against. It looks like Blue-White Control to me. Well, in a control mirror, being the one that hits their land drops is exactly... Oh, our opponent's on Jeskai control. So, Island, and I think we can... Wall of Omens here. Draw a card. And Pestered. Steam Vents for our opponent. So they finally found their third... Ooh, that's Sphinx's Revelation, though. Alright, Celestial Colonnade, go. I feel like we're in pretty good shape now. What's up? Do you think... Thanks for the great content. What are your thoughts about possible modern unbannings? So modern unbannings, I think they're possible. I'm on the we should unban Jace train. That's my belief. I think that Jace would be pretty safe to unban. Alright, well, if our opponent's going to click, we're just going to get our Restoration Angel out there. Grab a Plains. Restoration Angel, blink our Wall of Omens, draw another card. Alright, opponent gets to take something. Yeah, well, the set is just not... Aether Revolt is not on Magic Online yet. For some reason, Magic Online runs a semi-infinite amount of time behind the real world. So tomorrow, we officially, finally start getting Aether Revolt on Magic Online. So next week at this time, we would be able to play Saheeli combo. But we gotta wait a little bit longer. I think that Jace is a safe unbanning. Personally, that's my opinion of the situation. Whether or not that's 100% true, I can't really say for sure, but I think it would be fairly safe. Although, if Wizards is going to kind of slow down the format, like they've shown some signs of, banning Gitaxian Probe, that makes it a little less safe, I think. The reason I think it's safe is just there's so many fast decks where Jace just wouldn't do much against Affinity, Infect, Dredge, all the Death Shadow type decks. Jace is just like not even hardly playable. So I think it's a little less safe now than it was a few weeks ago. But another one would be Bloodbraid Elf. Again, Jund, I think, maybe got a little bit better with the bannings, so do we really want to do that now? I'm not sure. But when Modern was super fast, that really made me want to have unbannings of some of those cards. Talfar, welcome to the Fishbowl, and thank you for your subscription. Big scoops cheer for our new subscriber. Alright, opponent's gonna Lightning Helix. We are going to Spell Snare. If our opponent counters our Spell Snare, then we get to Rev X4, and that should go a long way to finishing this game. Rev X4 is a pretty good number. So let's Flooded Strand. We're just gonna main phase Rev while our opponent is tapped out. Grab an Island, and Rev X4. Rev is at the very top of my list of favorite cards to resolve in all of Magic. Draw 4, gain 4. Not bad. We are going to have to discard something. Probably just a Plains here. So we're going to take a hit from this Geist, but that's fine. We're so far ahead in cards and lands that I don't really think our opponent can get back in it. Hey, what's up, Alex S? Commander cards legal in Modern is another interesting option. I think we're just going to Wrath here. I think this is safe enough. Just get rid of the Geist. Our hand is pretty loaded now. I don't know if they can just unban all those cards or make all Commander cards legal, but I would like to see supplemental products be legal somehow. Yeah, so Wizards is looking at the ban list twice now, each cycle, essentially. Alright. Opponent gets a Snapcaster. They're essentially out of cards here, though. We're at a kind of low life total, but we get to get our cards back. Did the Golgari Grave Troll ban even matter? Very slightly, but not especially. Dredge is still very powerful and pretty good, so I don't think it really makes much of a difference. No, unban Ayavugan is a very bad idea. Yes, this is game 1, match 1 with blue-white control up against Jeskai control. Alright, let's just Spreading Seas this Colonnade. Draw a card. Hallowed Fountain. Alright, play Mystic Gate and pass the turn. Opponent gets in with the Snapcaster. Wouldn't mind finding one of our Snapcasters. Let's click. Do you think they would ban Emmy and Looter Scooter just to get new cards shown at the Pro Tour, then unban after? Well, for the first part of that, yes, sort of. I think they do want the new cards to see play, so I think that that's kind of plays into it, even if that's not the direct reason. So that part, yes. Would they unban them after? That seems unlikely to me, that they would just immediately unban them. Alright, opponent's got a Helix, our click. Yup. We get a peek at our opponent's hand. Snapcaster, Geist, and Spell Queller. Let's just take the Geist, I think, is fine. And run out a Kitchen Finks. Gain a couple life. Put up a roadblock on the Snapcaster. Yeah, let's just play Hallowed Fountain tapped. Pass the turn. I think banning Etherworks Marvel would make Emrakul decks a bit more fair. I think Emrakul just had to go. Emrakul, I think, itself was the problem. Because Emrakul, we saw it this past weekend, you could actually do a lot more stuff now than you could before. The problem with the Emrakul time is it just ended the game so quickly and so efficiently. Huh? Will I ever do a face reveal? Possibly. Opponent's gonna Lightning Bolt. We get to draw a card. Waffle Zone, 6 months in a row. Welcome to the Fishbowl, and thank you for your subscription. Big Scoops cheer for our new subscriber. Why isn't that working? Oh, I missed the S. I see. Scoops cheer punt. Alright, we get a path. Let's just get in with Kitchen Finks. Cast our Kitchen Finks. Opponent's gonna Spell Queller, so let's... we'll just let that go. We can just path it. That's probably easy enough. And our opponent scoops it up. The pump fake got him. Well, off to a good start. Schnapps, 2 months in a row. Welcome to the Fishbowl, and thank you for your subscription. Big Scoops cheer for our re-subscriber. Will we ever see me and Richard at the same time at the same place? There being some questions as to whether or not that's possible. I think that's a possibility. Like at a GP or something, maybe. We have an Elspeth in the sideboard. Well, Elspeth's son's champion, which we're actually going to bring in, I think. Amerisnob, thank you for your subscription. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Big Scoops cheer for our new subscriber. So we probably want our counters, want our other click, maybe the Shadow of Doubt, and possibly Elspeth. Bigger question is what we do not want. We can probably go down Spreading Seas. They were good that game, but that's just because our opponent was mana screwed. I don't think they're really as good as they looked in that game. Snort, 45H. Welcome to the Fishbowl, and thank you for your subscription. Big Scoops cheer for our new subscriber. You are catching the start of the stream. We are in our first match still. Match 1, heading into game 2 once we finish sideboarding here. What else do we cut, chat? More Verdict to kill Geist. I guess that is true. Blessed Alliance, we could bring in Blessed Alliance for that purpose as well. Blessed Alliance is pretty good at killing Geist. Oh, I'm sorry, awesome dude. Yeah, our box was pretty much insane. 2 Verdicts is probably fine in a control matchup, even with Geist. We have a few blockers. Maybe go down a couple paths? Let's go down a couple paths, and maybe not Shadow of Doubt. Let's just try it like that. I think this is fine. Your friend Piscane, welcome to the Fishbowl, and thank you for your subscription. Big Scoops cheer for our new subscriber. So Ether Evil finally releases tomorrow on Magic Online. And we will probably be streaming it. We will probably be streaming it on Thursday, I think. Maybe a sealed league or a draft league or something like that. So with Geist and the sacrifice effect, we can actually get a Geist. We have to do it. We have to do it with the trigger on the stack for the token. But there is a window there when a Geist attacks where we can actually get the Geist. Yeah, that's exactly it. More Fort. A Momir League. Momir League would be super sweet. Only 3 Mythics and 2 are Aetherwind Basker. Oh, goodness. Yeah, that's rough awesome, dude. Done with exams tomorrow? That's sweet. I'm sorry. I was trying to read your name correctly. Yeah, let's just Flooded Strad go. How many turns on this? We'll leave this up here. Ancestral ticking down. Do I still have the magnificent beard? I always have a beard. A beard has been my thing for a long time. Well, yeah, for actually a really long time. There's a path. Let's just Flooded Strand go. We will have Cryptic up next turn, which is kind of good. Our opponent resolving this Ancestral is not going to be good. After a few rounds, can you pay to put more basics in your deck? I don't think it works that way, actually. Alright, well, there's a Geist. Oh, dear. Well, crack Flooded Strand. We actually have a lot of basics in this deck. So many basics. Another Flooded Strand. Pass the turn. Having a friend over to draft a box of Ether Evil. How bad is triple Ether Evil? What works? I would assume you want some sort of energy / revolt strategy would be pretty good. That would be my guess, at least. Opponent gets a bunch of cards. Ooh, Baral with Cryptic does seem sweet. Oh, this is just going to get countered. Alright. We got to take 6 here, I think. This is not an ideal scenario. Would really like to draw a counter or something. We just haven't really drawn anything. Marty TB, welcome to the Fishbowl, and thank you for your subscription. Big scoops cheer for our new subscriber. Yeah, Rogue Refiner seems pretty solid. Ghost Quarter for our opponent. Well, we gotta go for it here. I'm still not expecting this to work. We didn't really draw into anything, but we can try it. Target opponent sacks an attacking creature. Ether Evil Commanders has placed Carry Zeb, so we can use Mirror Gallery and Sundial of the Infinite. That does sound like a sweet combo. I don't want to pass the Angel token. Yeah, we're just kind of way behind here. Vendilion Click. Yeah, our stuff is just not lining up. Well, let's play Hallowed Fountain tapped. So we can try to Vendilion Click, I guess, is our best bet, but I'm assuming we're just dead to burn spells. We might have to even path the Geist token, which is like the worst thing ever. Vacation was pretty nice. Does our opponent have more creatures? Is this Snapcaster? I think our opponent has a Snapcaster in hand. Our opponent has Spell Queller. Is there a reason for no Spell Queller? We're just playing the list that's been doing well on Magic Online lately, so I'm not sure the original deck builder's reasoning for no Spell Queller, but that's why we have it. No Spell Queller, as we're just playing their list. All right, let's click. Pretty confident we're dead here. Probably in several different ways. Greg Scalding Tarn. My box was 6 mythics, duplicate masterpieces. Whoa! That's some serious luck. Oh, well, awesome, dude. Thank you for your subscription 4 months in a row. Thank you so much for the support. Here to stay, trust me, but excited for Resident Evil 7. It looks like so much fun, so it must scare. Thanks for the content and good luck. Well, thank you, awesome dude. I am not really a Resident Evil player. I've never really played Resident Evil, but I guess it sounds sweet. Is mechanized production more against the odds or more budget magic? So theoretically, it could be both. I would assume that probably first, at least, it would be against the odds. But maybe from there, it goes more budget magic. Definitely against the odds, possibly budget magic. Let's put it that way. All right, this hand is pretty good. We got a big Gideon, good Gideon. If Snapcaster didn't have Flash, do you think it would be a modern staple? No. Without Flash, Snapcaster would be pretty bad. I guess it would be like, maybe like fringe playable, but it would be way, way worse. Incredibly way worse. It might still see play here and there as like a one-of, but it would not see play like it does now. Nowhere near like it does now. How about mechanized production in Darksteel Citadel? Ooh, that is pretty sweet. Lots of lands, indestructible lands. There's our Sphinx's Revelation. Well, Mystic Gate, goo. We were still at least... we really want X3 for Rev, ideally. Mana Leak's not bad. Play an island, pass the turn. Opponent plays a tap land. Well, Flooded Strand, go. Well, let's see what our opponent does. I guess there could be an argument for firing off Rev X2. Especially if we miss our land drop here. Land? Ugh, click. Alright, let's pass the turn. Missing land drop there was not good. Hallowed Fountains. Our opponent's getting ahead on lands. Let's crack Flooded Strand. If Snapcaster didn't have Flash, Twin would be legal. That might be true, actually. Let's try Vendilion Click, see what our opponent does. See if they fight over this. Crack Scalding Tarn. We might be able to get into a position where we can resolve a Rev because of this. I really would like to draw land first, though. If our opponent goes Cryptic, we're definitely going to counter. Oh, are they really Crypticing? What are they doing? Yes, we do want to get as much value as possible. Snapcaster is at the very top of my expected reprints in Modern Masters 2017. I had Chandra and Heart of Kirin, and it wasn't nearly as awesome as I thought. Aww. It seems like it would be pretty sweet. Is Lost Legacy good against the Healy Cat? It really depends on the deck. If it's a deck that's all in on that combo, and that's pretty much their only way of winning, then it probably is pretty good. If it's just like a value deck that happens to have the combo, then it gets a lot less good. Should I sell my snaps now? I would lean towards it. I believe I sold my Snapcasters on Magic Online because of Modern Masters 2017. Figuring I would buy them back afterwards. So that's my take. I mean, do you have to? Not necessarily, but it is a way to mitigate the risk. Saheeli, Sun Titan, Heart of Kirin, Infinite Titans. Yeah, there's some sweet combos with Saheeli and Sun Titan. Our opponent's really in the tank over this. If they Cryptic, we are 100%. What do they have? Ojitai's command? Oh, Logic Knot. Alright, let's... Oh, Well, let's do it. We're gonna Mana Leak. They're gonna Spell Snare. Or Dispel. If they do that, though, then we're firing off something. Ideally, we draw land and play Elspeth. That would be the best. Otherwise, we have a tough decision. Well, our opponent's gonna let it go. Ooh, okay. So they got the Mana Leak out of our hand. Now I'm actually tempted to target ourselves. I think we're going to try to find a land and play Elspeth. So let's get rid of Blessed Alliance. Draw a path. Land? Oh, second Rev. Well, okay. This is not exactly what we wanted, but we get a Gideon down. And Gideon's pretty big, pretty good. Now let's get in with Vendilion Click. Elspeth would have been a lot better, because Gideon is just a little susceptible to Path to Exile. I'm building the Saheeli deck on a Jeskai control shell before buying an entire deck. Should I be worried about bannings? Because that's what happened last time. I would be a little bit worried about bannings. Not really, Scratch. We are still in our first match, actually. Opponent plays land. There's a Geist. Alright. Can't really do anything about that. And a Runed Halo. Huh. Our opponent has a interesting build. Are they going to just name Gideon, I assume? Yep, name's Gideon. Oh, we get a Colonnade. Play Colonnade. Take up Gideon. Oh, no! I guess I misclicked. I thought we plussed Gideon, but apparently I did not plus Gideon. Huh, that was awkward. Opponent attacks, sure. Gets an Angel. Going after us. Well, we will kill the Geist. Or attempt to. Oh, geez. Is that really how that works? Yikes. Okay. Just kidding. Oh, we didn't want that Vendilion Click anyway. I guess I should have looked at that castle first. Well, I guess this is a fine, although not great time to Sphinx's Revelation X2. If our opponent counters it, then at least it taps him out or taps him down. Not a great Sphinx's Revelation. Opponent negates. Yup. We draw another Colonnade. Oh, we can't take up Gideon. I see. That's what... That wasn't actually a pun. Well, I guess it still was kind of a pun, but... I just went to click up, but our only option is make it a creature because it targets and Rune Halo keeps us from targeting. Alright, let's play Colonnade. Pass the turn. Opponent only has 3 cards in hand. That's not that many. Goes attacking. The click thing was definitely a pun. So, down to 11. Opponent plays a land. Untapped. Alright, let's try this again. Sphinx's Revelation. Opponent has Cryptic. Oh, goodness. We draw Cryptic. Well, hopefully they don't have a second Cryptic. That would be pretty bad. Come on, no Cryptic. We really want to get down this Elspeth. Detention Sphere on Rune Halo would also be sweet. Revon 2 is worse than Cloud Blazer. That is very true. Yes, Vacation was good. When do we get more emotes? They're in progress, but I don't know exactly when we will have them. That is a Geist, a promo Geist. Opponent's trying to decide what to do about this Elspeth. Hopefully it resolves. Snapcaster Mage. Okay. For negate. Mebibite, welcome to the Fishbowl, and thank you for your subscription. Big scoops cheer for our resubscriber 4 months in a row. Alright, opponent negates. We will spell snare. That was a risky line for us. I was worried our opponent was going to flashback Logic Knot. I was hoping that they didn't want to sack their land, and they didn't. If they Logic Knot, the converted mana cost would have been off, and we wouldn't have been able to actually spell snare that. Opponent cracks their Flooded Strand. Dasandvich, 4 months in a row, welcome to the Fishbowl, and thank you for your subscription. Big scoops cheer for our new subscriber. Yeah, our opponent has a pretty pimped out deck. They got all the promos that we've seen so far: Negates, Cryptics, Celestial Colonnade, Geist of St. Traff. So if a promo's available, they have it. What does our opponent have? Well, they're going to fire up the colony. Oh, we might just be dead here. Dead to a Lightning Helix, unfortunately. That Ruined Halo actually got us really good. No, sometimes Magic Online has problems with the colors. Yeah, I don't know if there is a... I haven't seen any promos on Magic Online for Snapcaster. There might be. I'm not sure if that promo is online or not. So I didn't want to counter the Snapcaster because it would leave our opponent with a bunch of mana available to just counter. Alright. I'm expecting that we're dead to a burn spell here. Elspeth, not good enough. Could have been hosed by Logic Knot, that's true. Negate seemed like the obvious choice because our opponent didn't have double blue available. So I was hoping that that is what they would do, and that is how it worked out. But I was a little bit worried that they would go the other way. So we're playing a Jeskai Control Master, apparently. Well, we're not dead just yet. Soon, though. Very soon. Well, let's make some tokens. Play a Plains. Get in with our tokens. And pass the turn. Would have liked to find a Ghost Quarter. Man, this Rune Halo is really winning the game for our opponent. Runs in a Spell Queller. Well, we need this Cryptic command to resolve. That is pretty much the long and short of it. Would it be interested in getting altered versions of favorite commanders? Ooh, well, I would have to ask the rest of the guys. That does sound sweet, though. Welcome, Kezi boy. Yes, you actually made it to a live stream, just in time to watch us lose a hard-fought 3-game match to Great Nate. I mean, if our opponent's on nothing, we're okay, but seems unlikely. Well, let's tap and draw. Our opponent does have a counter. Restoration Angel. Going to blink the Spell Queller. One, two, three, four. Okay. And then pass Spell Queller? Is this gonna work? Maybe? Opponent's only got 2 cards. Alright, Queller down. We get our Cryptic back. Hopefully they don't have another counter, because we are out of cards. Tap and draw. Come on, no anything else. Alright, well, we survive a turn, but I don't think this wins. We need... Oh, that ruined Halo. Oh, so close. What do I think about walking Ballista, spiking like crazy, and being labeled the revelation of AER? Alright, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How do we win? Well, our opponent would have just recast it. So, I mean, we could have done that, but... Huh. Yeah, that would be awesome, Azerthorn. Alright. I mean, I guess basically we hope we draw Snapcaster, another Cryptic, or Detention Sphere. So we have a somewhat reasonable amount of live draws. Oh no! Oh. Yeah, we can kill the Angel. It doesn't really change the math. Alright, so here's the situation we're in. In theory, if our opponent's on blanks, we can live another turn by clicking plus Colonnade. Oh, do we not have enough mana? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, we don't. Well, I guess that means our only option is to... I think we have to click ourselves. I don't think we have any other option. Because we don't have enough mana to click and... Or yeah. What commander would I pick if I had to foil one out? That's a good question. I don't think killing the Angel was bad because we can't do anything else with Gideon. The problem is our opponent's going to have Colonnade too. They can just fire up Colonnade. I guess we can pass and hope that they don't Colonnade. But they have the ability to Colonnade. Oh, yeah, you're right. That's true. Should have clicked ourselves first. So click ourselves. Alright, come on, deck, one time. What's my favorite candy bar? I kind of like Snickers. Yeah, I guess a land is sort of an out, maybe an out. Yeah, let's get in. Well, let's see what you got, opponent. We're dead to any removal. We can't do anything about it. Alright, there it is. Oh, man. But we don't need to kill Geist there. I mean, I don't think killing Geist is even helpful. We just want to win. So, I don't think we want to just put a whole bunch of creatures in front of Geist. Well, that was a really close game. Yep. Well, 2-1 against someone who apparently plays a lot of Jeskai Control. Yeah, we can't actually... But our opponent had 2 flyers is a problem. Because they get the flying token from Geist of St. Traft. So our opponent has Celestial Colonnade, which is lethal, and the token from Geist of St. Traft, which is lethal. So we were dead there to one of those 2 flyers, because after they pathed, we didn't have a flyer left. Yeah, we couldn't be down with Celestial Colonnade because they had those Ruined Halos. Those Ruined Halos were surprisingly effective. I'm actually really surprised at how good they were. Actually, I think... That's exactly it, Tracy King. We needed the glaring spotlight. Actually, I think looking at that game, there was a pretty good argument that oh geez, now I just totally blanked on the name of it. Ruined Halo actually won our opponent that game, and that's a card we don't have in our deck. So that was actually pretty interesting. I've never really seen Ruined Halo be good, but in that match it was super good for our opponent. I wonder if we should have some in this build. I don't know if we had any other option other than to click ourselves, really. Richard is going to play Strom and win in 10 turns. So we are doing a... We played Jeskai Control. We lost the Control Mirror in the first round. We are doing the Commander Clash for Ether Revolt, but Richard is not playing Strom. You can probably guess, thinking about what players in Commander Clash like to do, you could probably guess what what person picked Strom almost immediately. Halo was on Gideon and Celestial Colonnade. The thing is, if we targeted our opponent with the Vendilion click, they can just path and response. No. If we click our opponent, we're dead because we only have 1 flying blocker. Because we didn't have enough lands. We were 1 land short from being able to play click and also have Colonnade as a blocker. So we only had 8 lands. So we were 1 short from having 2 flying blockers. If we had 2 flying blockers, or the ability to make 2 flying blockers, I very likely would have went with that line. Would have clicked our opponent and tried to double block there. It wouldn't have worked because our opponent would have pathed, but I probably would have went for that play if we had 1 more mana. You were close. Your guesses were pretty good, but not dead on. We haven't recorded it yet. It is, well, obviously, because it's not out on Magic Online, but I'm definitely excited for it. I'm really excited for the deck I get to play. Alright, are we just gonna control mirror our way through this entire league, apparently? Are there enough scroll cards to make a commander deck named a Barrel Scroll? Maybe. What's up, Flo? Mechanized production on metallurgic summoning tokens is the only win con. That sounds like something I'd want to do. What, if any, do you think makes Metalwork Colossus stacks better from Ether Revolt? Well, there's a lot of options as far as artifacts, which could potentially help. Another one would be the Mana Leak that has Improvise. How come there was no Much of Brew this week? So I was on vacation last week. I tried to do as much content ahead of time so it wasn't super noticeable. So I pre-recorded the instant deck techs. I tried to do as much of Against the Odds and Budget Magic ahead of time and then finished it off. But Much of Brew was something that I did not get to while I was on vacation. Our opponent said they're having problems with lag, and then they signed off. Isn't it boring when everyone's on the same deck? Yeah, it could be. Yeah, Joe Lissette was playing Gonti's Aetherheart in his Colossus deck. It didn't actually work out for him, and he scrubbed out of the tournament, but his deck looks super sweet. Mechanized production in a Shadowborn deck with Mycosynth. Is that against the odds enough for my channel? That's pretty against the odds. So I think that mechanized production is on the very top of the list of against the odds cards from the new set. Whether it'll be that exact deck, probably not. It'll probably be standard, at least at first. Do I think the new Tez is worth now at $10? I don't know. I don't have high hopes for it. It did get more support than it looked like at first, but it doesn't look like an overly powerful Planeswalker, so I'm a little nervous. The new Cheerios deck looks so awesome. Yeah, if Ether Revolt was on Magic Online right now, that's what we'd be playing tonight. No questions asked. I've been excited for that deck before Zach actually built it. Like, as soon as I saw SRAM, that was what I was most excited for. I think we talked about it on the podcast, that the Pure Steel Paladin deck, the Cheerios deck, it is absurdly powerful. It is so good if you have a Pure Steel Paladin on turn 2. That's kind of the problem with that deck. If you have a Pure Steel Paladin, it is amazing. If you don't have a Pure Steel Paladin, the deck is just utterly trash. It is so bad. You're just playing all these zero-cost equipment that don't do anything. So that was the problem with the deck, is with only 4 Pure Steel Paladins, sometimes you just don't have a Pure Steel Paladin. Way more often than you want. With 8 Pure Steel Paladins, essentially, the odds of having a Pure Steel Paladin went way, way up, and makes that deck so much better. Unfortunately, we can't play Cheerios because Ether Revolt is not on Magic Online, so SRAM is not online, so we have to wait for the future when SRAM actually is released. Oh my goodness, you gotta be kidding me. What is this, a Jeskai Control League? Do people not play any decks except Jeskai Control? Well, if I thought our opponent was, hey, what's up, Zach? Your deck is awesome. I wish Magic Online was more on the ball so I could be playing it right now. Instead, we're just losing control mirrors like crazy. Oh, I did not think... I thought they were blue-white control. I was not expecting to run into 2 Jeskai control lists in a row. If I thought they were Jeskai and we're going to have Geist, I would have left up Mana Leak instead of casting that Wall of Omens. So we got a couple Supreme Verdicts. Those would be good. Otherwise, we might just lose to this Geist. Hey, what's up, What a Punt? The Mardu Mimic deck looks sweet. It looked like a really fun deck. I think someone sent me Esper set. I don't know if it was you or someone else, but... well, welcome from the U.S., So Salty. Opponent passes. Alright, Kitchen Finks is actually reasonable. That's something that actually blocks... Let's crack this first so we don't have any timing issues. Grab an island. Kitchen Finks actually blocks, potentially, this Geist. We do not have Geist in our deck. Any plans to play Scape Shift? We can't even... Do we leak that? I guess we probably do attempt to. I'm expecting our opponent to, like, remand the remand. Oh. Alright, they just got negate. Alright, so Finks back in the hand. We have a new subscriber, Angry Juror 8. Welcome to the Fishbowl, and thank you for your subscription. Big scoops cheer for our new subscriber. Did I ever do a Junk Ghostway deck? No. I know the deck you're talking about, but I don't think we've ever actually played it anywhere. Alright, down to 11. This Geist is getting pretty annoying. Opponent plays Serum Visions, looking for a land. What do I think of a production Panharmonicon deck? It sounds like a lot of fun. Would it be good? Most likely not, but Panharmonicon is near the top of the list of cards I want to put Mechanized Production on, just because it sounds like a lot of fun. Alright, let's try this again. Kitchen Finks. If we get double countered again, I'm going to be very disappointed. Alright, Finks down. Pass the turn. Hope our opponent does not have Path. Opponent has Path. Called it. Alright, we'll grab an island. So now I think we're going to have to try to ambush Viper, the Snapcaster out there, to block the Geist. And if we get our opponent to tap out, at least we can Rev X at least 3, and that might be good. Yes, we have been struggling to beat Geist tonight, that's for sure. Alright, so let's ambush Viper, this Snapcaster. Man, even if we lose, if we kill the Geist before we lose, I'll be pretty happy. Opinion on Walking Ballista, do I think the price will drop? So the card is super good. I have no doubt about that. I'm also a little skeptical, though, that it will be able to maintain $15. That's just so much for an imprint rare to hold in value. Snapcaster for Path. Jeez. So I think we're just going to have to slam... Well, we could draw like a... We could draw something. We might just have to slam this Sphinx's Revelation, and if our opponent has a counter, we just scoop. That might be where we're at. What's up, Obsidian Raven? Tap land for our opponent. Kitchen Finks. Well, alright. We drew that, so I guess we can hold off. Opponent only has 2 cards. Almost Path to Exile, nothing. Let's play a Kitchen Finks. Pass the turn. Now, if our opponent attacks with Colonnade... Alright, opponent... attacks with Geist, attacks with Snapcaster. So block Geist, block Snapcaster, take 4. They probably just drew another Geist. We're not going to path the Angel. Kind of want to save that for Colonnade. So, drop to 7, get back Finks, go back up to 9. Alright, we might be in okay shape now. If we ever resolve this Rev, we suddenly are in great shape. Opponent trying to play things during the damage phase. Alright, there we go. Oh, I'm sorry, Absent Raven. That's no fun. Alright, well... This taps our opponent out and lets us fire off a big Rev. Or it counters the Geist. So, win-win. I'm expecting our opponent will just pay for the Mana Leak, but... Oh, they remand. There's no way they're playing main deck Dispel, right? Right? If that happens, all right, we're going for it. If they have main deck Dispel, then we lose and life is horrible. Rev X4. No. Okay. Mono lands. Well, let's play a Plains. Pass the turn. So now we're kind of alright-ish. We're up to 13. Opponent plays a Ghost Quarter. Yeah, could have cast it again, I guess. Ish. Opponent is not attacking with their Colonnade. So opponent attacks with both. Are they just Geist flooded? Is that what's going on? So block Snapcaster, block Geist. Geist down. Down to 9. We might be kind of stable now, unless they have a Rev of their own. Or another Geist. Mono Geist, that deck. Ooh, Cryptic is good. Okay. Let's Island go. So I think we're just gonna tap draw here with Cryptic. Yeah, the Lander deck is super sweet. So tap draw. Take 0. And we get to fire off Think Twice's. So Think Twice. Opponent bolts our face down to 6. Well, you have Snapcaster? Oh, there's a click. Alright, let's wait. Glacial Fortress. Alright, play Glacial Fortress. Pass the turn. Kinda want another Sphinx's Revelation, or a Snapcaster would be nice. Opponent's almost out of cards, though. Let's click. Opponent bolts us down to 3. Okay. And Helix. Alright, well, we get to Spell Snare the Helix. Opponent's out of cards. We will click ourselves. Get rid of Detention Sphere. Ooh, another Cryptic. Alright. That makes it easy. Well, do we let our opponent attack? We block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Block, block. We lose our Colonnade. Eldritch Squiggle, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big Scoops cheer for our new subscriber. Yeah, block, block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, block. Yeah, let's let our opponent attack here. I think I'm fine with losing Celestial Colonnade. Oh. Or they just attack with Snapcaster. That's fine too. Come on, Sphinx's Revelation for the win! Another Path. Another Cryptic. Alright, play Flooded Strad. Pass. Well, maybe we get in with Click here. We might actually just be able to tempo our opponent out. Get in with Click. Stop on our opponent's upkeep. Tap draw. Ooh, there's Snapcaster too. What do you got, opponent? Yeah, they do have a Ghost Quarter for our Colonnade. We found a Snapcaster, though, so we're actually We're actually pretty close. Oh, and it's just a land! Whoo! Alright. Well, hello, Big Sphinx's Revelation. Let's crack Flitterstrand. Down to 2. Get an island. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Rev X6? Is that good enough? We have a blocker. We'll leave up a mana for Path. Alright, I think that's fine. 1, 2. Play Snapcaster. Flashback our Sphinx's Revelation. We could also leave up a just rev 1 less and leave up a Plains and hope we draw a Ghost Quarter. That might even be better. Rev X5, draw a Ghost Quarter. Yeah, let's do that. Rev X5. Hey, see you, Motley Shaman. Play the Ghost Quarter. Alright, things are shaping up. Pass the turn. And we got a Supreme Verdict too. Discard a Jace and a Spell Snare. Alright, I think we turn the corner now. Elaros, welcome to the Fishbowl, and thank you for your subscription. Big Scoops cheer for our new subscriber. Alright, opponent goes big attack. We block, and block. Take 0. Opponent's at 0 cards still. There's a Colonnade. They only have a Snapcaster. Alright, let's play Colonnade. Pass the turn. Yes, every once in a while I nail it with a name. Few and far between, but it does happen. Alright, let's just do this again. Man, we've been revving like crazy. Do they draw a counter? If not, they should pretty much... And our opponent scoops it up! Sphinx's Revelation doing its thing. Do I think Huntmaster of the Fells will be in Modern Masters 2017? I mean, there's a chance. Will it definitely? I don't know. I think it's possible. Exactly how likely it is up for debate, I think. Alright, we gotta kill those Geist. Oh, Geist. So annoying. I guess we'll just go down the paths. Go up the Wraths. Go down Detention Sphere. And a couple of Spreading Seas. Something like that. We could bring in Elspeth, too. It closes out the game quicker. Yeah, let's go down one more Spreading Seas for an Elspeth. I think that works. Psychologist, 4 months in a row. Welcome to the Fishbowl, and thank you for your subscription. Big Scoops cheer for our new subscriber. Double Cryptic and nothing. That's fine in a control mirror. Opponent goes to 6 on the play. We are playing Jeskai Control every match, apparently. Temple of Enlightenment. Alright, we'll keep Supreme Verdict to kill a guys. Pass the turn. Yeah, I don't know. Double face cards, we haven't really seen them be reprinted in supplemental products too much. Who do we message about the Momir list? So Jay Zoller would be the one to get it on about that. Lexus, welcome to the Fishbowl, and thank you for your subscription. Big Scoops cheer for our new subscriber. How many cards do they usually print in a sheet? They might just make a double-faced card sheet. So it could be possible that they just do double-faced cards as like a thing. That's definitely true. Do I get Wednesday Night Magic where I am at? I don't play it. I'm sure it probably exists somewhere around here. But I don't actually go to it. Oh, I don't know if I've ever seen that from Marrow. I believe you that that was something that was said, but I don't remember that exact quote. Opponent not doing much of anything yet. Bolts our face. Plays a Steam Bench. Well, Island go. At least we keep hitting our land drops. That's good. Land drops are helpful in control mirrors. Hopefully, we will play non-control decks at some point. That's a Sphinx's Rev. I do like Sphinx's Revelation. If we ever get a window to Rev, that should be pretty good for us. Also, our opponent's missing land drops. That's also good for us. Let's play a Ghost Quarter. Pass the turn. The Momir list is pretty long. Haha! Yeah, control mirrors are so funny. You get excited about, like, hitting your 8th land drop while your opponent's missing land drops. Does people think I look different than I sound? I did not expect me to have a beard for some reason. I don't know. I've had... Well, you said that. And I think some people, like, in YouTube have said that have seen pictures of me. Like, oh, I didn't expect you to look like that. I don't know what they expected me to look like, though. I've never got that far. Like, what does my voice suggest as far as my look? Sora, 4 months in a row. Love the stream so much. Well, Sora, thank you so much. I definitely appreciate the support. Opponent's going to Spell Queller. That's fine. We can just Supreme Verdict at some point. I don't think we're going to do it right now. I think we'd rather leave up Cryptic plus Spell Snare. Are we going to do user challenges again? Yes, I think at some point. I also think we're going to do a special Frontier stream. It is something that's in the works. People have been kind of interested in it, so it's not gonna, Frontier wouldn't be something we'd stream all the time or anything, but it would be something that we'd try once and see what people think of it. Yeah, let's just Supreme Verdict. Get rid of the Queller. Get back our Sphinx. This also makes our Restoration Angel a bit better. Ooh, opponent lets it resolve. That's good. Should play Grixis Control in Standard. Is Frontier playable in MTGO? So you can like set up a game and play it on Magic Online with someone, but it's not officially supported where you can like jump in a queue like you can with Modern or anything like that. Will Goyf be reprinted? That's an interesting one. If I had the choice to never have to play against a card in Modern again, what would it be? Mine would be Bolt. Really? Bolt? That's a really interesting answer. I did not know that Bolt was... I just never thought of Bolt in that way. Bolt's just like a card that's everywhere. Interesting. Probably... Inkmoth Nexus, I think. Inkmoth Nexus is probably the card. Inkmoth Nexus, what makes it so miserable is it's in both Infect and Affinity, and those are both decks that I tend to lose to a lot. Alright, let's Spell Snare that. We're going to be discarding the hand size if we don't do this. So this isn't like I really care about resolving the click, but if we're going to discard Spell Snare to hand size or something, we might as well try to get value out of it. Ooh, Urza's Tower is a very good answer, too. That's actually a really interesting question. What card, if you could never play against it in Modern ever again, what card would you pick? Yeah, I think it's Inkmoth for me. Opponent pass, well, that's fine. We do not mind getting more lands out of our deck. More mana, less problems. Resto, Snap, Spell Snare. Oh, jeez. Our opponent... Alright, let's get rid of Snapcaster. There is a chance that we can get in a situation where we fire off a huge rev. And if we do that, the game should pretty much just end quickly. Opponent plays a Scalding Tarn. Well, let's crack Flooded Strand. I think we're going to Resto here and keep the pressure on. Although then our opponent's just going to resto, but whatever. Alright, resto, blink Finks. We're basically what we're trying to do with this game now is just get our opponent in a position. Huh? Oh, opponent restos. Just get our opponent in a position where we can resolve a rev. Oh, and now, oh, it's right here on our opponent's upkeep. All right. Good game, opponent. Thank you for playing. We'll pass the turn. We drew a Dispel, which is awesome here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So Rev X5. Thank you very much for playing Magic. Yeah, I think that probably does it. What's my absolute favorite deck of all time in any format? Probably Free Win Red still. That deck has everything I love about Magic. Mostly making my opponents miserable. Not letting them play Magic. Alright, block Resto. Opponent plays a Geist. Yup, sure. We draw a Negate. Well, play Colonnade. Do some attacking. Opponent's gonna block? Wow. Alright. Oh, block and resto? Oh, castle. Duh. Yeah, I should have thought about that. It doesn't really matter. We get in damage. We just want to close out the game. We're pretty far ahead here. So just closing out the game is what we want. I don't even know if we want to tap out. Let's just pass. Oh, then we gotta discard a million cards. Yeah, whatever, that's fine. We're pretty close to just finishing this off as it is. Gideon, sorry. Elspeth, I apologize. And Colonnade. Am I the only person who enjoys getting wrecked by Lantern? You might be. I enjoy playing Lantern, but I don't know if I really enjoy getting wrecked by it. Opponent, Serum Visions. We're probably just gonna Sphinx his Rev here again. Opponent. MTG bot is going like crazy. I don't think we need those big sorcery speed things to win. Savvy combo definitely in the future, especially if it starts working on Magic Online. What's more important, having friends or having Blightning in your deck? Probably Blightning, I would say. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we'll take it. What's 9? Alright, down to 16. We're just gonna rev again. That's all that really matters here. Revving is winning in its own way. Rev X5. So many cards. Alright. Well, let's attack with both. And then we'll just Supreme Verdict and finish off the game. What does our opponent have? Oh, another Resto. Sure, that's fine. I mean, we're gonna finish with Supreme Verdict anyway. Was I doing against odds before I joined Goldfish? I think the very first deck I ever built was essentially an against odds deck. I didn't call it that, but it pretty much was. If Money 59, 2 months in a row, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big Scoops cheer for our new subscriber. Opponent blocks and blocks. Yup. That's fine. And then we will just Supreme Verdict, get rid of the rest of the creatures. Play a Colonnade. Play a Gideon. And Gideon will hopefully just finish this game off for us. Take up Gideon. Lightning Helix, all the way down to 18. Alright, opponent. Oh, they go after Gideon. That's fine, too. Let's discard a Mana Leak and a Wall of Omens. What do I think will be reprinted in Modern Masters? So, Liliana and Snapcaster are at the very top of my list. There could be other stuff, too, but those are the two that seem most likely. Ooh, opponent with the Elspeth. Make some tokens. Steam Vents tapped. Let's just Cryptic, tap, and draw. Fire up Gideon. Kill the Elspeth. So, Elspeth down. Was there ever a time when I got too frustrated to continue playing against odds, much a brew? Not that I can think of. I mean, it's possible that it happened a long time ago and I don't remember it, but not really. Should I sell Caverns? Cavern is definitely a possible reprint. Maybe a likely reprint, I would say. And it's already really high, so I don't know how much higher it can really go. Opponent gets in at our Gideon. Yup. Down to 2. Geist of St. Traft. Sure. Well, let's run out a Vendilion Click. Ooh, and our opponent tapped their Ghost Quarter. That's probably not wise. What does our opponent have? 4 mana. Oh, Resto? Okay. Runs out of Resto. Do we just win here? 3, 6, 7, that's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13? I think we win here. Took a while, but I think we got there. Vintage Kobolds was pretty frustrating, but I had no hopes that that deck was actually going to work going into it. Opponent has a Spell Snare. They can keep that. So we just run out of Snapcaster. We're not really flashing anything back. So that's 5, 11, 15. And that should do it. So tap down our opponent's stuff with Cryptic. Fire up a Colonnade. So we don't always just lose to Geist. We're 50-50 against Geist. This should be Xaxes unless I miscounted and we lose. Alright. Oh my goodness. Well, we got there. 2 of the longest, grindiest matches, but we climbed back to 1-1. Back on course to get some treasure chests. Now, oh goodness. 3 vowels in a row always gets me. Nayrt. Welcome to the Fishbowl, and thank you for your subscription. Big scoops cheer for our new subscriber. Yeah, 3 vowels in a row, I am completely lost. 2 vowels in a row, I can, like, mostly survive. But once you get up to 3 vowels in a row, no deal. Not happening. Yeah, hopefully we can play a match without Geist of St. Traft. I'd love to just play an aggro deck. Just something aggro, slamming creatures at us. Burn even. Yeah, seems fine. We can do a little control stuff, which is what we want pretty much. I don't know why McAfee, whatever it does that. I don't actually use that antivirus protector anymore. I use a different one, but it it doesn't go away, and it keeps sending me that message every once in a while. Hey, it's a temple garden! I've never been so happy to just see a temple garden. We're not playing against a control deck, just a normal match. All right, play an island. Let's just spreading seas that. Why not? Good luck casting your spells, opponent. Endable, welcome to the Fishbowl, and thank you for your subscription. Big scoops cheer for our new subscriber. Oh man, do we just strip mine our opponent? I mean, we want lands, but we probably shouldn't. Let's just play conservatively. It's very tempting to just strip mine their Temple Garden there. Kind of throw their Leonin Arbiter back in their face. Man, and I love me a strip mine. Out of all of the cards in Magic that I love, if I was ever stranded on a desert island, and I could only do one thing in Magic for the rest of my life, it would be strip mine my opponent. That's what we're missing from the modern game of Magic. Is it Emrakul, Reflector Mage, Smuggler's Copter? What's the problem with Standard? We don't have enough strip mines. That is clearly the problem. Maybe strip mine was the correct play there. If our opponent misses their land drop, then it's almost certainly the correct play. They do not. Opponent's using that blue mana, trying to. Selfless Spirit, yeah, that's kind of annoying. Let's mana leak that. And then we might just get down this Jace. Jace seems pretty good here. It risks us getting strip mine, but whatever. Jace, start taking up. We have a new subscriber, Bonefish Grill. I think I actually said that one right. Welcome to the Fishbowl, and thank you for your subscription. What's up, Bonefish Grill? Thanks so much for the support. Definitely appreciate it. Big scoops cheer for our new subscriber. Thank you, Great Germ. I will try to look that up after the stream. The 4-color result list I put up seemed pretty sweet, but it also didn't look like I had good matchups. Unless I got multiple Hidden Herbalist, do you have any suggestions for improving it? It does seem like Hidden Herbalist is one of the more important cards in that deck. That is very true. Jeez, Arbiter City. Opponent gets in at our Jace. Only for one, though. Wrath? Spreading Seas. Oh man, this is so mean. Spreading Seas the Temple Garden. Draw a card. Oh, that's Gideon too. Play a Wall of Omens. Draw a card. Play Ghost Quarter. Strip Mine mode activated on your Horizon Canopy. Oh, our opponent! Our opponent has no mana of any reasonable color. Good luck catching your blue spells, green-white opponent. We got him. We got him. Oh, and then they tech edge. Can the green-white deck win with mono islands? That is the question we are facing today. Everything at Jace. It is a little annoying that we can't... Land? Ooh, it's a Ghost Quarter. Jeez, we could Ghost Quarter them again. Marty Punker, welcome to the Fishbowl, and thank you for your subscription. Big scoops cheer for our new subscriber. This works. So now we can just send a Snapcaster out there. If our opponent ever draws a colored source, we can get them. Definitely ambushing Snapcaster. And then if we draw a land, we get to slam Gideon. Oh man, this game is awesome. I'm super happy with where we're at now. Opponent does not even attack. I guess they're afraid of Resto. That makes sense. Take up our Jace. Play a Flooded Strand. Pass the turn. I have a hard time imagining our opponent's going to get back from this. I feel like pretty good about where we're at. Oh yeah, with all the chaos with the countdown not working, and our bonus scoops it up. Well, we got the free strip mine win. Woo, that's about as good as it gets. With all the chaos, I forgot to mention the repay channel. No, the MTG Goldfish Replay YouTube. That's where you can find all of your old streams. Oh boy. Wooberig. W-U-B-E-R-I-G. Welcome to the Fishbowl, and thank you for your subscription. Big scoops cheer for Wooberig. Yeah, so Replay YouTube, that's where you can find all the sweet old streams. Of course, the regular YouTube channel is where you find Against Odds and This or That Magic and Budget Magic and all that stuff. I think we're going to have a special This or That coming up. A This or That featuring a special guest by the name of Richard, who I think is going to be joining us for a special episode of This or That Magic, which is going to be pretty sweet. Mickinator, welcome to the Fishbowl, and thank you for your subscription. Big scoops cheer for our new subscriber. Probably something like this. What do we not want? We seem pretty well. Maybe we don't even want Condemn. Just bring in another Wrath. Go down a couple Spreading Seas and try it like that. Saw you on MTGO, so you had to tune in. Still no notifications. Oh, Drake and Vulture. I do not know why that's happening. Oh, and of course, if you're looking for another way of supporting the stream and the site, make sure to check out the merch page, where you can get t-shirts and playmats and all that sweet stuff. Also, mulliganing. I will try this. Land on top, no deal. Vacation was good. I didn't do anything super crazy. Played some Hearthstone, taking a break from Magic, letting my brain recover. So did some of that. Went to a couple of basketball games. A couple of my little brothers play basketball in high school. So got to go see a couple of their games, which I get to see some of them, but I don't get to see... Oh, God. Well, our opponent turned the tables on us. Oh, now we're the one with no lands. This match. And a Blades Placer. Yeah, we should probably just scoop here. This is the blowout of all blowouts. Yes, we deserve that. We deserved it. Yeah, I don't have to think to play. Oh, and then we draw a fetch. We're not even a fetch heavy land, but we can't crack it because of Arbiter. Yeah, this is super bad. All right. Yeah, there's nothing we can do there. That was deserved. After what we did to we can't even search because of this Leonin Arbiter. We got to pay 2 to search, so we'd have to draw 2 more lands before we could even crack our land. Do I think this is the best possible job for me? Probably the most enjoyable. I really love what I do. So maybe? I think the setup is pretty alright though. At least we get to play first, which should help. Yeah, this deck is old. This matchup has been old school. Just people destroying each other's lands, making each other miserable. Alright, well, we'll try this. We got a path, so we're not going to get blown out. Wish we had a few more lands, but what can you do? We can mana leak something, which is good. And we get to crack this before things go wrong. Ether, ooh. Expedition Ether Vial. Well, crack Flooded Strand, grab our Hollowed Fountain, tapped. Always thought I'd make one hell of a dog groomer. I am more of a dog person than cat person. Friendly passerby, welcome to the Fishbowl, and thank you for your subscription. Big scoops cheer for our new subscriber. Yes, window resized. Yeah, we'll just pass the turn. We're just hoping to get down our big stuff before anything goes wrong. Yeah, it's a fine-looking ether vial from our opponent. Not even a foil one. It's a nice one. There's a land for our opponent. Well, we'll counter just about anything since this vial's going to make our counters pretty bad. Alright, another path isn't the worst. We'd like to get Gideon's down. Pump fakes with the ether vial. They got us. They are a little more expensive than the normal versions, I think. Opponent vials in. A Voice of Resurgence. Plays a land. Tapped. And an Arbiter. Jeez. Well, a Wrath would be good. A land is reasonable. There's a land. Well, let's get rid of the Voice. Opponent can't find a land. And we'll pass the turn. I don't think we got to use our other path quite yet. I have never played Pokemon. Not really interested in it. I think Richard has played it a little bit recently and was talking about it and said it's kind of like vintage in Magic. You just just like do your stuff and win on turn 1 or lose on turn 1. Cast a bunch of tutors and windfalls and stuff. Interesting. We're gonna get tech edged by the looks. That's a bit annoying. Yup. Okay. Well, now we need more lands, or card draw, or something. Wall of Omens? That would be fine. Alright, there's a Glacial Fortress. Oh, I really wanted to get down to Gideon, but our opponent, with their timely tech edge. Flicker Wisp. Flickers our land for no real good reason. Okay. There's a Ghost Quarter. Opponent gets in with both. Well, we'll take it for now. Well, we could path this. Yeah, let's path Flicker Wisp. Opponent vials in. Oh no! Alright. Things are looking kind of bad now. We really could use a Wrath. Without a Wrath, things could go very, very wrong here. That's a lot of power and toughness in the air. I don't know if our Gideons could save us. What just happened? Huh. Well, now we lose. I guess that's why you don't just pass through your turn. Yeah, not a good time to click X6, apparently. Yup. The dangers of F6. I should have just paid for the Ghost Quarter if we had that option, but I think that's a game now. Really? More Ghost Quarters? Alright. Well, that's fun. Opponents drawn all their land disruption somehow. Our opponent's deep in the tank for no reason. We're just going to do them a favor and scoop it up. Oh, that was a pretty depressing loss. When am I going to the next pre-release? I don't know. I haven't really thought about pre-release. Alright. That was not good. Well, at least it wasn't a control match, but down to 1 and 2. Most on the board just straight up kills my opponent. Oh, are we talking about Walking Ballista? Walking Ballista is pretty sweet. Yeah, definitely should not have just passed through the turn in that situation. Got punished for it a bit. Well, we gotta win these last 2 to get a treasure chest. Couldn't I have, like, tapped for floated mana in between, or no? I wasn't really looking. I thought I had 2 lands, so I could have, like, floated mana for the one that got Flicker Wisped, and then paid for the opponent's Ghost Quarter, maybe? Oh, yeah, we'll see. This doesn't seem like the quickest of decks, but you never know. And then Thursday... Glad you're back since I lost all my friends after you introduced Owling Mine to me. No! Oh, you gotta be kidding. What? This is control again. Seriously. Okay. Well, at least it's Esper and not Jeskai. Or maybe it's just a black-white. Nope, it's Esper. Oh, magic. Magic, magic, magic. Man, there's such weird variants in the leagues. What are the odds? Control isn't even very popular in Modern, but for some reason, we have run into Control 3 out of our 4 matches. It's actually different people. We've run into the same deck, but it's different people every time. This is definitely Esper, when the first 2 control decks we played against were Jeskai. Well, playing Island, Spreading Seas, the Black Source, I guess. What do I think of Infect going forward? I think Infect is pretty fine. Went 3-1 at my last F&M with budget enchantment list. Thanks for introducing to me. It made all the aggro players so mad when they had no idea what I was playing. Sweet. Yeah, that's a really fun list. I really like that list. Ooh, well, we found a card that is a pretty good answer to a board full of Lingering Souls in Jace. That was a pretty sweet draw. That just keeps any number of Lingering Souls at bay for infinity. Oh, this is the Esper Narset deck that people like to talk about. Esper Charm revealed. We get a Ghost Quarter. We don't really want that to Emblem. That would be bad. Can we race it? No. What do we do here? Well, let's play Kitchen Finks, I guess. Gain some life. Take up Jace. Play Ghost Quarter, pass the turn. I guess we can just keep ticking up and then Ultimate Jace, maybe? Even through the Narset emblem? Each player search your library for a non-land card. You may cast those cards without paying their mana cost. So we still couldn't cast it if it was a non-creature? Oh, Narset. Annoying Narset. They really are just going to emblem this, aren't they? And we're going to lose. Yes, Budget Magic updates coming on Sunday, I believe. Target player discards 2 cards. Alright, Supreme Verdict and Ghost Quarter. Ooh. Well, let's take down Jace. We would like to find a counter. We find a Kitchen Finks. Alright, let's take this pile. Play a land. 1, 2. Alright, that was good. We found a Tension Sphere, which is exactly what we wanted. Now we get to get rid of... Whoo! That Narset was getting pretty close to ultimating. So get rid of Narset, attack our opponent. Now things are looking up a bit. Yeah, that's an interesting question. Will they make magic cards that can destroy emblems? I'm not sure. I mean, for a long time they didn't make magic cards that could interact with planeswalkers, so maybe? Alright, we get back a Kitchen Finks. And pass turn. There's a Polluted Delta. Is there anything that can interact with the command zone? I don't know. I don't think so. Opponent gets an Esper Charm. Are they going to make us discard? Alright, well, that's easy. We will just path the Snapcaster. And then run out our Snapcaster. Well, they could always change the rules if they wanted people to be able to destroy them. So I don't think it's impossible that that could happen. Alright. So, Snapcaster down. Opponent plays a land. Ether Revolt finally releases tomorrow on Magic Online. Jeez, path and lands. So many lands. Well, we'll take the land path pile. Fire up Colonnade. Go for the big attack. See if we can just close out this game. No Fatal Push to worry about. Fatal Push will be a great addition to these Esper decks, because 1 mana kill Celestial Colonnade is pretty good. Play another Colonnade. Pass the turn. Feel like we're in a pretty commanding position since we got rid of that Narset. What's the jankiest thing I want to do? Yeah, I mean, I guess it's not super long. It feels kind of long, though. But I guess it's actually not that far after release date. I guess it just feels like a long time because pre-release was like, what, 2 weeks ago now? So it feels like a long time counting from pre-release, but if you look at the actual release date, it's not incredibly long. That's a fair point. This Jace has been pretty good this game. I don't know what the jankiest thing I want to do is. Definitely mechanized production. I don't know how far that ranks up in the jank scale. But that's definitely on the list of janky things I want to do. Well, let's Colonnade. We don't got much else going on, so we might as well. Opponent apparently does not have an answer. Glacial Fortress, go. No, maybe we just win by beating down with Colonnades. Another Esper Charm. Esper Charm's all over the place. Yeah, mechanized production seems like a pretty sweet one. Alright, opponent Thought Seizes down to 1 life. Yup. No Lightning Bolt to punish our opponent, though. To flashes back Lingering Souls. And there's a Gideon Jura. Yup. Ooh. We can't win just yet. Well, let's take down Jace. Ooh, we get our own Gideon. That's pretty good. Take Gideon. Put the rest to the bottom. Play Gideon. Take up Gideon, play Glacial Fortress, and pass the turn. Yeah, 5-color banner Monocon will be interesting without Reflector Mage. Opponent has a Snapcaster. What are they going for? Snapcaster for Esper Charm again. What about something like Against Odds, multicolor deck like Tomer's on Commander Clash, but in Modern with a bunch of Toolbox Fuse cards? That could be an interesting deck. I definitely plan to use the Expertise cycle to play some Fuse cards in Modern. Fires up Gideon. Gonna go attacking at our Gideon. Well, let's Snapcaster. Target path. Then we'll just block Gideon. And path Gideon. And this might do it. Whew, alright. What do you think about Blue-Black Improvise? I think it looks sweet. I wonder if it will be a Colossus deck. It seems like it could be a pretty good Metalwork Colossus build, taking advantage of Improvise. What's our opponent have? Alright, they get back their Narset. Interesting. But, fair enough. Takes up Narset. And misses. I so badly want to play Saheeli Felidar in Modern, but I found the deck subpar, actually pretty bad. Either way, I'm voting for it to be played by you. I'm definitely interested in trying it out in Modern. Wall of Omens. Alright, play Wall of Omens, draw a card. Mana Leak. Take up Jace. Take up... Actually, let's just fire up everything. Send everything at our opponent. Opponent's got a triple jump. Oh, we're so close. Opponent can't even correct fetches. Only 2 cards in hand. Alright, they have another Lingering Souls they can flash back, though. Yeah, the Esper list does look pretty sweet. Think you'd play Tavern Swindler in Against Odds. It's such a weird thing, it would be funny to see. So, Tavern Swindler, what does it do? Is that the coin flip do something? Narset ticks up. Hey, see you, Mr. Sprinkles TV. We'll be back on Thursday for another one. There are a few new songs that are added, yes. Uh-oh, frames are dropping? Try refreshing and see if that helps. And if it doesn't help, make sure to let me know, because we're trying the 1080 thing. Alright, there's a Plains. Now let's fire up a Colonnade. Fire up Gideon. Play the Plains. Send everything at our opponent. Yeah, I've wanted to do a Kravix Thumb deck before, but it's never won the poll on Against Odds. But I've always thought that would be a sweet deck to do. Opponent has a path for our Gideon. They're not making it easy. They just keep annoying us. That last point of life. Well, take up Jays. Pass the turn. They are getting to the point of ultimating this Narset. Takes up Narset. Does not get anything. Okay, so refreshed help, I guess that's good. Barely getting 30 frames per second. Oh, okay. Well, I'll have to look into it. Just trying to figure out the higher def thing. So I will definitely look into it before the next stream. Alright, let's tick down Jay, see what we get. Let's take Land Mana Leak. We have a new subscriber, Hokey Go. Welcome to the Fishbowl, and thank you for your subscription. Big scoops cheer for our new subscriber. Thank you everyone for your subs today. That's been a ton of subs. Added Crackdown Construct to my blue-red control deck as an alternate win condition. Ooh, that sounds sweet. Yeah, it gets infinitely big. It is a pretty sweet combo. Alright, let's crack Flooded Strand. How are we going to lose to this Narset emblem, finally? Sphinx's Revelation, Uri's Elves. Unfortunately, we can't cast hardly any of the cards. So how do we win this game? That's the question. Opponent plays another horrible Narset. Takes it up. Plays a land. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't know if Disallow will be good enough for Modern. Anti to the max. Welcome to the Fishbowl, and thank you for your subscription. Big scoops cheer for our new subscriber. Well, let's fire up a Colonnade. Attack our opponent. They have another path. And get our last basic land. Play Kitchen Finks. We can't play like 90% of our hand. Resolves. Play Colonnade. Pass the turn. Discard all these non-creature spells we can't cast because of Narset. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. We do have 2 Colonnades and a Kitchen Finks. Our opponent got a Serum Vision off Narset. Cast Serum Vision. I mean, this is all we could really do is keep attacking. Bottom and bottom. Obnixilis, not going to do very much here because our opponent can never tick it up. Destroys half of our Kitchen Figs. Okay, comes back in. We're up to 36 life. Opponent passes. Ooh, that's a creature! Wow, we do not have many creatures, but we drew them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fire up a Colonnade. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fire up a Colonnade. Send everything at our opponent. Are we going to get there through a Narset emblem? Another path. No lands left to search. Creature-wise, we have a Resto and 2 Wall of Omens that don't do anything. Alright. Opponent blocks. Blocks. Yep. Do they have Lingering Souls left? 1, 2... Alright, so I think we want to stop on our opponent's draw step. And cast a Vendilion Click. Target our opponent, since we don't have anything to draw into anyway. Only 2 lands! Alright, come on, Narset, fail! Whiff! Come on, do what you usually do, Narset, please! Oh, it's another Narset! Alright, they play a Narset just to cycle it to get another look at the top of their deck. Can I possibly turn down the music? I definitely can. I did not realize that it was loud. Thank you for telling me. Takes out Narset again. Come on, whiff! Whiff, Narset, whiff! Yes! Oh, we got there through the Narset emblem. Wow, that was pretty annoying. Wow. Alright, bring in all our control stuff. Good lord, that was something else. Jeez. Let's go down Supreme Verdicts, I think. I don't think they're playing many creatures. Go down a couple paths. Maybe all the paths? Alright, something like that. Maybe not all the paths. No, that wasn't game 3. This is... I think that was game 1. Oh, never easy, never fast here in the Control Mirror League. Every single match has been Control. Well, we missed one. We played one non-Control match, but almost every match. Alright. I don't think our opponent's deck really plays counters. I think it's more like a tap-out control deck. Ooh, our opponent's going to 5 on the play. That has to favor us. They're trying to mulligan into that Narset. Gotta have the Narset. Alright, Colonnade, go. There's the plains. Yeah, let's just play Blades. Best turn. I wonder if Seth would be happy if he faces Infect in the last match. I don't know. I mean, we could deal with it, but my desire to not play another Control Mirror might be so great that I would be okay with playing Infect. Yeah, Free Win Red would have been pretty sweet tonight. Did not expect to just run into all control decks, but here we are, and we're forcing our way through it. We might still get a treasure chest when it's all said and done. Let's Hallowed Fountain untapped, run out a Kitchen Finks to start the beatdowns. Our opponent's mulligan is probably going to help us here. Up to 20, pass the turn. You can't make me play Infect. There's the Syrup Visions. I'm just not a fan of Infect personally. Godless Shrine and Inquisition. Fair enough. I wonder if they have to take Spreading Seas so we don't get their Godless Shrine. What do we need to do to get a 24-hour Infect stream? I don't know if there's anything you could do to make that happen, honestly. I would have to think. I don't know what would possibly make me do that. Ooh, there's a Sphinx's Rev. Well, that's Spreading Seas, the Godless Shrine. Get in with Kitchen Finks. Play a Temple of Enlightenment. And we'll keep the plains. We got a lot of mana-intensive things in our hand. I know you would love it, Jay Zoller. You're the biggest Play Infect supporter in the stream, I think. Get in with Kitchen Finks. I think we are limping our way through this match. Plains, Wall of Omens, draws us a guard. Another Flooded Strand. Well, eventually we're going to fire off a big rev and hopefully just draw Planeswalkers, close this out before our opponent gets out of it. Give me 1 million ticks. Well, how many treasure chests will you give me? That's the real question. When I hit 100k subs, we pick the deck for me to play. You kind of do with the instant deck tags anyway, but I could get on board with that even more officially. Yeah, let's just counter draw. No reason to let our opponent have their namesake card. Another land. Extirpates are cryptic. Interesting. Usually you see surgical extraction, but extirpate does it too. I do it for treasure chests. Yeah, the kids gotta eat. Gotta feed the children somehow. Oh. Alright. I think we just rev here. Do the big rev. Play an island. Sphinx's Revelation. X4. This is probably incorrect, but I'm going to do it anyway. Because if I get a chance to cast a rev, by golly, I'm going to cast it. Let's discard Mana Leak and Flooded Strand. I feel like we got this pretty much on lock. Do a GoFundMe $10,000 for a 24-hour infect stream. There's the Lingering Souls, trying to keep our opponent alive for the moment. Yeah. Well, let's get in with Kitchen Finks. See if our opponent blocks. No, they're kidding. I actually don't have any kids. That's just a, a joke in the stream that I get paid in treasure chests and I need to win treasure chests to feed my kids. Celestial Colonnade, go. I think we got this now. We should have it now. Opponent, getting in at Gideon. Is this the end, opponent? Are you ready to give up? There's another Lingering Souls. Playing right into our detention sphere. Opponent passes. I'll play the island, detention sphere on the spirit tokens, and this should do it with a negate backup. It would be surprising. And our bonus scoops it up. All right. Whoo! Well, we're on to 2-2. That means we get to battle one more round for a treasure chest. We have a chance. It could happen. This is it. This is the one. Ooh, alright. Yes, we can do it. No control beers. No control beers. Anything but control beers. Charity stream where I play Infect. I guess that might get me to do it. Maybe. Alright, come on. Let's play a nice aggro match here to close out the stream. Like Bird. Let's play Burn. Or, not Merfolk, because I'll lose to Merfolk. What's something that's not a control mirror, but I can beat easily? That's the criteria for this match. All right, so question. We're getting near the end of the stream. Can you see a difference being 1080 compared to how it was before? Like, does the stream look better? Show me abs and toughness. Oh, not Boggles. Actually, Boggles might be a good matchup. All right, let's see. Let's see. Come on. No, guys. This hand is pretty reasonable. Much worse. Harder to see because everything's so small. Yes, yes. A little slower. Text on the right is a little clearer. No, better. Voice is so much smoother. Could never tell the difference. Looks kind of better. Prefer the old format. I can only see 1080. Definitely clear, but the drop flames occasionally. Audio seems way better. Full screen looks a lot better. Yeah, I think it probably is a bigger impact on people watching on full stream or full screen. Full stream. You can only see a difference if you watch the full stream. Yes! Oh no, it could be Grixis Control. Are we just gonna see every flavor of Control? If the next, if it's Polluted Delta, get a Watery Grave. Oh, okay. Yes, it's something different. We get to lose to Living End and not get a chest, but at least it's not a Control deck. And I actually think this could be a good matchup if things go well for us. Play a Wall of Omens. Opponent's gonna keep cycling. Yes, looks like Living End. There's a Spell Snare that does not counter anything relevant. Opponent, Shurikma's our Wall of Omens. That's actually kind of fine. Because then when they Living End, we'll get it back. Hopefully we live long enough to get Cryptic up before they Living End. And we don't get hit by a Fulminator. Snapcaster Mage. Well, let's Flooded Strand. Crack Flooded Strand. Get a... Plains. And play a Kitchen Finks. Pass the turn. We have played Control, 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 and... What was the other one? Oh, Hatebears. We mana screwed our opponent one game, they mana screwed us the next game, and then the last game, we just got ghost quartered into oblivion. So yeah, those have been our matchups. And now we get a combo deck, sort of. Hey, and we lived long enough to leave up Cryptic Command, which makes me feel a little better. Cryptic is a good solution to what our opponent's doing. And we even have a clock. So all around, things are not bad at the moment. Have I ever played Slivers on stream? I think we did it for Mucha Brew a long time ago. Whoa, the old suspend a Living End. You do not see that too often. I think we did it for Mucha Brew a long time ago, but haven't done it since then. And let's just Temple, get a Scry. Ooh, another Cryptic is good. We like more Cryptics. Get in with Finks. And pass the turn. Yeah, these Spell Snares are not very good. We could do Slivers again at some point. I would be down for playing Slivers again. It has been a long time. We also drafted, yes, Sliver Rebels in TSP. 5 colors Sliver Rebels. I think we won a game with that deck, though. I swear, we actually won a game. Yeah, even the aggro deck we played was pretty controlling. Opponent cycles. Cast a fairy. Let's... Actually, countering that's got to be a horrible idea. We're not going to do that, on second thought. They've been trying to fill their graveyard the whole time. Using a Cryptic on that has to be the worst idea I've ever had. I just wanted to do it because I know we're getting more cryptic, so that's why there was a temptation. Let's get in with our kitchen finks. Is our opponent going to block? No blocks. Hallowed Fountain, tapped, pass the turn. Actually, we might be able to win post Living End. Man, our opponent is flooded out for Living End deck. We might be able to win post Living End by just Cryptic, tap, Snapcaster, Cryptic, tap. Yeah, the year of modern flashbacks is officially over. Now our opponent's going to block. Yep. Alright, Finks comes back. Well, pass the turn. I think we still try to counter this, though, I'm pretty sure. It's got to be correct to at least try. I think. What's up, Stu? Yeah, our opponent kind of stuck in the middle. Alright, yeah, we're going to try to Cryptic. No reason to let them get all their creatures if we don't have to. So, counter draw. Cycles a Street Wraith. Looking for a Ricochet Trap. They got so many lands, they could just start casting these things. I don't know why our opponent's so married to the cycling plan, because they flooded out so much. They could just be slamming Street Wraiths and Architects of Will and stuff. They have well, not Architects, but the other creatures. Demonic Dread. Well, we get back our Wall of Omens. That's good news. Yep. We get to draw a card. Opponent gets a million triggers. Klutpunk, welcome to the Fishbowl, and thank you for your subscription. Big scoops cheer for our new subscriber. Jeez. Well, we have a lot of cryptics, and all these cryptics probably can make us win. Anyone know a good sideboard card for Living End against enchantments? You're playing Living End? Yeah, Abrupt Decay would be a good one, probably. Opponents rearranging our deck. Shooting down their own fairy. Killing our wall. Alright, well, we're on the Cryptic plan. Cryptic forever. Ghost Quarter. Pass the turn. We'll get rid of the Mana Leak now. Mana Leak's not going to do much of anything. So we just got a Cryptic. Actually, I think we start by Snapcastering a Cryptic, so we have a clock. Not much of a clock, but it technically counts as a clock. Snapcaster will get the job done eventually. Snapcaster Mage. Flashback a Cryptic. Do they have another fairy? Yep. Well, that's fine. We still have 2 Cryptics. So they exile our stuff. We just Cryptic, tap, and draw. Another path. We could find a Wrath, too. The Cascade would already be on the stack if we path there. So it wouldn't actually stop the Cascade from happening. Suspends another Living End. Oh, that's a Sphinx's Revelation. Well, let's get in with Snapcaster. Detention Sphere on Monstrous Carabids. And pass the turn. Living End taking down. I think we got this. Cryptic, tap, and draw. Another land. Opponent plays a land. We can put our opponent to 1 Ghost Quarter. Well, 1 is not good enough. 3, 6. Well, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we just attack with Colonnade. So put our opponent to 1. Path our opponent's 2 biggest threats, and then we should be fine and be able to win next turn. Play a Flooded Strand. Pass the turn. Ooh, I think we got there. Opponent cycles Living End. We could have bounced Snapcaster. I don't know if it's necessary, though, because we have a fast enough clock that I don't think it matters. There's the attack. So let's Path Twisted Abomination. Opponent taps a black mana for no discernible reason. Tap some more mana. What is our opponent doing? Alright, we're down to 8. Okay. And our bonus cracks their fetch. What's up, Najarala? How goes it today? Yes, no spell snares, whatever. That's like the last card we want in our deck. We do have 3 Rest in Pieces, which are very good. So we bring in Rest in Peace, bring in Negate, go down the spell snares, and also go down what? I guess we can go down well, let's go down the Spreading Seas. Seem pretty lackluster. Or most of them. Could bring in Elspeth. I don't know if that matters. Actually, Elspeth's probably good. Let's go down all the Spreading Seas and try it like that. Yeah, I don't know what our opponent was doing. I have no idea. They were, oh my goodness. Come on, land. Land. We're keeping. Triple Rest in Peace. We have 3 Rest in Pieces in our sideboard, and we have every single one in our hand. So if we draw a land, this is the nut of nuts. Oh, it's a mana leak. Come on. Come on, Worth. Worth needs to get rehired at Wizards and give me a land real quick, and then he can go back into retirement. Oh, come on. So close. Cycle Street Wraith. Look at this row of Rest in Pieces. Yes, we got there. Oh, our opponent's going to be so disappointed. I'm pretty sure even if we have other other plays that are more correct, I'm just going to play Rest in Peace for for the next 4 turns, 3 turns. I don't know if any of you play Hearthstone. I mentioned that. Oh no, Fulminator Mage. Well, at least we got a Rest in Peace down. I don't know if any of you play Hearthstone. I mentioned that on vacation. One of the things I did was play Hearthstone. There's this. I just played Arena, and oh, what was the card? So there's this card that. Rest in Peace number 2. Oh. It's this big demon. It's 7 mana, and it does 3 damage to all minions when it enters the battlefield. Abyssal something. I want to say Abyssal Persecutor because I'm a Magic player, but it's not that. All right, Rest in Peace number 3. We got them all, opponent. We got them all. Now we can start playing real Magic. Oh, our opponent keeps Fulminatoring us. Oh, we drew lands so many turns, too. Yes, Abyssal Enforcer. I had a Arena deck that had 5 of those. I had 5 Abyssal Enforcers, which obviously isn't ideal at 5 7-drops, but the first game I played in that Arena, I had 4 of them in a row, and my opponent was beating me, and I just played Abyssal Enforcer 4 straight turns, and the person got so tilted. It was so sweet, and the 3 Rest in Pieces reminded me of that slightly. Yeah, back to nature. I mean, we even got, like, Nature's Claim covered. Unless our opponent just has a handful of Nature's Claims. Yeah, I think it was incorrect, but it was also kind of funny. Yeah, well, Maelstrom Pulse we got covered with Cryptic and Mana Leak. Yeah, there is a ridiculous amount of variance. Hearthstone I find fun in small doses, but if I play it too much, I get sick of it. And that doesn't happen to me with Magic. I never really get sick of playing Magic. Look at all the rest in pieces. Alright, well, our Snapcaster is probably not going to do much, so let's go Ambush Viper Beatdowns. Jeez, we are good at drawing lands. I will give us that. We might as well just raise, I think. I don't think we need to block with Snapcaster. I think we can try to beat them. Oh, I also had a draft, or an arena where I was Rogue, and I don't know any Hearthstone card names, but there's a spell it's essentially a 2-mana shock, but it gives you a 1/1 creature, and then the creature though has this ability or the card has an ability where the second one of those creatures, I think it's a Jade Golem. So the second Jade Golem you get is a 2/2, the next one's a 3/3, the next one's a 4/4, and I had 5 of those in a deck, which was pretty awesome. Now you got to the point where it was 2 mana, shock something, and get a 5/5, and that was pretty sweet. That might have been the best arena run I had out of the ones I did while I was on vacation. I think I got 9 wins with that. I didn't 12 win any. I'm actually not very good at Hearthstone. The variance gets to me, and it kind of drives me insane. And I didn't play it that much, but I played a bit. But that was one of the highlights, was, yeah, having 5 of those shock things. Opponent gets in. Oh, we had the Fulminator Mage. Fulminator versus Snapcaster Mage. The age-old battle. So I wanted to build a constructed deck in Hearthstone. Hearthstone is free, but if you want to draft, it's well, you get some drafting. You can earn gold and stuff, so you can do it for free. But the drafts are like $199. The arenas are $199, I believe. But yeah, it's technically free to play, but I don't know. Yeah, I realized I have enough dust that I have enough dust that I could just dust a constructed deck, like a tier constructed deck. I think actually Hearthstone has way more variance than Magic. As crazy as that sounds, because Hearthstone tried to fix the variance by getting rid of the land system and also by giving you a hero that you can activate every turn, so when you have nothing going on, you can always do something. But then, so that fixed some of the variance that Magic has, but actually that's part of what makes Magic awesome. However, Hearthstone just built a game that was overloaded with randomness. So yes, you don't get mana screwed like you do in Magic, but instead they just have cards that are incredibly high variance, and it makes it really frustrating. Whenever I play it, for me, as a Magic player, Hearthstone is almost exactly like Momir. Like, it's fun, and I can do it a little bit, and I enjoy it when I do it, but if I play it all the time, the variance just drives me really crazy. It really reminds me of Momir in that way. Like, the way the games play out feel very Momir-esque, because you get mana every turn, essentially. So you play a 1-drop, and then a 2-drop, and then a 3-drop, and then a 4-drop. So it kind of feels like, especially in Arena, I haven't played Constructed, it kind of feels like Momir, where each turn you make a random creature of a X converted mana cost, and X gets bigger as the turns go by. That might be an oversimplification, but that's my impression of it. I think our opponent probably scoops to this rev. I think this means they can't win the race. But maybe they don't. At least we can't snap it back from our opponent's perspective. Land Cryptic. Now play an island. Come on, Snapcaster. Going all the way. I guess we could start activating colonnades. I don't know if it's worth it. Could bounce one of our own rest in pieces and replay it just to send a message. Oh, now I kind of want to do that. Oh man. So I've heard that idea going around a lot about Magic Online doing some sort of program where when you buy a paper pack, you get a Magic Online pack. And it goes back to the heart of the issues with Magic Online. So, this is going to be an unpopular opinion because let me say it this way. With Magic Online set up as it is now, you just literally can't do that. It doesn't work. You have redemption, you have people with expensive collections based on the prices of cards and all this stuff. So I think that what has to happen is, I think it's a good long-term idea to generate more interest in Magic Online, but I think they need to change the very foundation of how Magic Online works before they even consider doing something like that. So they need to deal with like the value of cards, they need to deal with redemption, they need to do something about people that have been building collections for years and years based in the current model, get to a lower cost version of Magic Online, and then it would be a great idea to do something like that. But I don't think they can... Sorry, opponent. But I don't think they can do that right now with the current system. Oh, this game. Our poor opponent. They beast within their own land. Try to ricochet trap it. Oh, goodness. Yes. I mean, the good thing about Magic Online right now is you do get your money back out of it in the current system. So that is the one benefit, but I agree that for Magic Online to get to the level of play, and one of the misconceptions about Magic Online is that it's not very profitable, but it's actually very profitable. But to grow the player base to anywhere near Hearthstone or things like that, then I think that is something that needs to happen. They need to have lower priced Magic Online somehow. Personally, I'm not a fan of the Hearthstone model. I don't really like the flashiness and the voiceovers, and for me, Magic is a more serious game, and I don't necessarily want those bells and whistles. I know that a lot of people do, and I'm kind of in the minority there. Richard and Chaz always yell at me about that on the podcast, about how that is necessary, and that is good for the game. But I do think that would be something that would be good if they could get a lower price model. That's how they can really grow the user base, I believe. On the other hand, I mean, the big problem, Wizards is kind of cheap, and when it comes right down to it, the problem they have, and we got a treasure chest! We fought through 1 million control matchups, and we finally got there. So here's the thing. This is the bottom line. We will open the treasure chest in a minute, but now you guys got me on a rant about this. So here is... So here's the thing. Basically, Wizards has himself painted into a corner, and they haven't shown the initiative to solve the problem. So the problem is, they've been building Magic Online based on this current model since 2002, 2003. So you have people that have been putting money in based on the current model for 15 years now. People that started at the very beginning. And I'm not even one of the earliest ones. I started playing Magic Online maybe 2009, 2008, 2009. So I've been playing Magic Online a lot longer than many people, but there's people that have been putting money into Magic Online for years before I did. So what Wizards hasn't shown the will to solve is how to do something with those people. Someone like, let's just use me as an example. I've invested quite a bit in Magic Online, nowhere near as much as some people, but my account at current prices is probably worth maybe $4,000 or $5,000, and that's the reason that I felt safe buying back before I was working at Goldfish and had the ability to borrow cards. But the reason that I could justify buying a $1,000 modern deck or a $500 standard deck or something was because I knew I could get that money back out of it. So Wizards has to find a way to like pay off all the old school people that have been investing, and then they have the ability to go to a new, cheaper model that's more like Hearthstone with cheaper drafts or a subscription model, giveaway packs and stuff like that. But they're stuck in this place where if they just do that now, then they make all the people that had been with Magic Online the whole time very upset and lose a lot of their most loyal customers. So they're stuck in this place where they want new people, and that's one of their desires, but they also don't want to spend the money to do anything about the pre-existing people. So it'll be interesting to see what they do. Anyway, yes. Enough rants. You got me off on a tangent about Magic Online. So we did get a treasure chest. We had to stumble through. Actually, I think the last treasure chest I had to open before... The last treasure chest we opened before... Some guy in X-Mage won 100 games in a row with a Jeskai Control list. Wow. Last treasure chest we opened before vacation was actually an awesome one. So let's see if we can hit it one more time. Come on, treasure chest. Be nice to us. Let's get a port. I really want a Rishon port. Liliana would be good too. Come on, Worth. All right. Wow, these are tiny. Oh, I see. Now they're not as tiny. So, our treasure chest is, okay. Kaladesh booster, Belligerent Whiptail, and a complete disregard. Somewhat reasonable. So, booster treasure chests are basically break even. We have a lot of boosters. I'm going to have to sell them at some point, but... yeah, so not bad. We didn't actually really get crushed, but I think they're updating tomorrow at downtime, so there won't be packs anymore. So if it was tomorrow, we would have gotten play points in that slot. No, I can't open the boosters. The value is so bad. Yeah, cracking a pack, oh, it's so disappointing. And I don't really have any random old ones, or I would. And I'm never opening this. If you open this, you have these cards in your collection forever and you can't get rid of them. Well, I'd be doing at least one Ether Revolt draft on stream. So, anyway, I think this is going to wrap things up for tonight. But Thursday, Ether Revolt will be going on, and we will be doing an Ether Revolt stream on Thursday. So, Thursday, we have... I'm not sure if it's going to be draft or sealed, but Thursday for the scheduled stream is going to be a Ether Revolt stream. So plan on that, and then next week, well, for everything, really, we're going to have Ether Revolt stuff for Against the Odds and for Budget Magic and all that stuff. And we'll probably be playing sweet Ether Revolt decks for stream, too. So, Ether Revolt kicking off on Thursday, and then just full force for, like, the next month. It's going to be tons of Ether Revolt stuff. I'm so excited. Also, the Budget Magic update article is going to be coming up... on Sunday, too. So keep that in mind. If you're looking for updates for old Budget Magic decks with the new cards, that's when that's going to be coming out. Anyway, everyone, I think that's going to do it for tonight. So, on the way out the door, a reminder, check out the MTG Goldfish replay YouTube if you want to see this stream or more of our old streams. This one will be uploaded probably tomorrow or something like that. Of course, the normal YouTube is where you can find Against the Odds tomorrow night, playing Pauper, Budget Magic, all that stuff. And if you're looking for a way to support the stream, Make sure to check out the merch page with t-shirts and tokens and playmats and all that stuff. We'll be back on Thursday, 6 o'clock Eastern Time. Ether Revolt will be going, so we'll be playing maybe Ether Revolt Sealed or Ether Revolt Draft. I haven't decided yet, but some sort of Ether Revolt Limited to celebrate the kickoff of the new set. So thank you everyone for the subs and the support tonight. You all are awesome. It was a fun stream. Thank you very much for watching, and I will talk to you soon.